Ultramarines successor chapter, the Void Stalkers, return in a Warhammer 40,000 battle report against 2,000 points of Typhus and his Death Guard.
In my hands rests the fate, not solely of my chapter and my brethren, but of scores of worlds, hundreds. With but a single command, I can save 1 trillion faithful souls, or condemn them to death, or worse. Those who have not carried such a burden cannot imagine its cost, yet I could wish for no greater honor. The Emperor forged me for this duty, and I shall never fail him.
Welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k. We had a small hiatus, but we're back, better than ever.
Yes.
Couldn't find my hoodie, so I'm wearing another Warhammer related one. Forgive me. We are playing Death Guard from young High Fleet Viennetta Dave against the Void Stalkers and Ultramarines successor, as we all know and love. Hello Dave, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's good to be back.
Hi.
Good to be playing again. Dave's got an upgraded, beautiful looking Death Guard army. And we're going to be playing a new chapter approved 2019.
19.
What year is it? Mission. Cool.
Here it is.
Here it is. Oh yeah, we haven't got it because we're totally stealing it off watching a tabletop tactics video. What are you going to do? Snake can't sue me. We're not good enough to get early release.
Maybe soon.
Maybe next year.
Keep subscribing.
Yeah, subscribe. We're nearly at 5,000. Many thanks for that.
Yeah.
Help us push to 5,000 by the end of the year. And there'll be cash prizes. No cash prizes. But I will do a giveaway. I've got some stuff.
Ooh.
Okay. So the mission we're playing today is...
So, it's called Crusade. It is a mission where we put down 6 objective markers. So we roll off and take it in turns. If you hold that objective marker at the end of your turn, or at the start of your turn, at the start you score a point. And you get a point from turn 2, obviously, from the start of turn 2, all the way through to the end of the game. And there's possibly an extended game with a roll-off for the extra turn. So there's an attacker, there's a defender, which defines how you deploy. And it should mean that you try and hold objectives, you've got to take objectives, a bit of movement around the board. Yeah, we've got a lovely board now.
I think it's going to reward
fantastic.
resilience as well, which the Death Guard are famed for.
You've got to hold yours, you've got to use attacking units to take others. It looks pretty good.
It's going to be a tasty one. It's 2,000 points, good versus bad, clean versus smelly. Also, thank you for all the comments in the previous Death Guard video suggesting names for Dave's warband. Yeah. We had a few favourites.
Yeah, some
incoming.
Some brilliant entries. We had in here Legion of Legions.
That describes the inside of my pants.
But we're not sure if we can say that quickly. Legion of Legions.
Legions.
There was the Pustulant Filth.
Oh,
we really like that.
That's a good one. I like that one.
But yeah, it's a bit too dirty probably to put on the front of the channel all the time. Yeah, but it was a good one. We had Sons of the Scythe.
That's a good one. Very themey.
Very nice. And the Bringers of Bile.
That's my favourite, personally. Bringers of Bile.
Bringers of Bile, yeah. The BB. We like the BB, the alliteration. But we're going to go with an offering from Donald Smilton.
Donald Smilton, respect.
Yeah, the Festering Onslaught.
The Festering Onslaught was hands down our group's favourite name and Dave's favourite name. So behold the Festering Onslaught versus the Void Stalkers.
Brilliant.
2,000 points, mega battle report from hell. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is 2,000 points of the Festering Onslaught. I've got a battalion and a vanguard here. So I'll start now with the HQs. So down at the front, right at the front, is Typhus. So he has got Blades of Putrefaction and Putrescent Vitality. Just to his right is the Lord of Contagion. He has got a Man Reaper there, not Plague Reaper like last time, but he's got a Man Reaper. To his left is the Malignant Plague Caster. His psychic powers are Miasma of Pestilence and Curse of the Leper, and just over his shoulder is the Chaos Lord. So I've given him, he's our Warlord, he's got Arch Contaminator, he's got a Combi Bolter, a Power Axe, and a relic, the Fargaris Helm, increasing his bubble size on his auras. The final HQ there is the Demon Prince. Now he's a Demon Prince with wings, modelled by his jump pack on his back. He's got 2 sets of Malefic Talons and the Miasma of Pestilence psychic power. He's got a second relic, costing me a command point, the Suppurating Plate. So that's the HQs. Troops choices, we'll start with the Plague Marines down the front. So I've got 2 units there. One of them has got a Champion, Power Fist, Plague Sword and Plasma Gun. There's another Plasma Gun in that unit, and then 5 with Bolters. And the unit just behind them is a sort of close combat unit, so we've got a Champion in there again with a Power Fist and Plague Sword. We've got a Flail of Corruption, a Robotic Axe, an Axe and a Mace, and a Blight Launcher, and in the back is a Bolter guy there as well. On the right hand side we'll go now with the Poxwalkers. So that's a unit of 20 Poxwalkers. There's a second unit of 10 Poxwalkers over the other side, looking nice and green, and across the back. So we've got 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, both are armed with Rock Hail Volley Guns. They've got Plague Spears on there as well, Plague Spitters. In between them is a Fetid Bloat Drone, again 2 Plague Spitters, and just in front of him is 2 Foul Blight Spawns. So nice. Yeah, there's 2 of the elite slots there, along with the Blight Lord Terminators just to the right. So there's another flail in there. You've got the Blight Launcher. The Champion has got a Bale Sword and 3 Combi Bolters. And finally, on the right hand side is a Hellbrute. So he's got a Twin Las Cannon, Hellbrute Fist and Combi Bolter. And that's 2,000 points. So that's 9 command points, spent 1 on the relics. So start with 8.
Points of Void Stalkers Space Marines using the Ultramarines successor chapter traits using the supplement. My Warlord today is Captain Erin Caladan, who's going to be a chapter master after I've paid the 2 command points. His Warlord trait will be Paragon of War, and his relic will be the armour that gives you 2+, 5+ invuln. Other 2 HQs here are going to be the Primaris Lieutenants, one with Stalker Bolt Rifle, one with Power Sword Bolt Pistol. And this chap here is going to count as a Primaris, sorry not Primaris, a Captain on a bike. So just a standard Captain on a bike. I just wanted to use the model because it's cool. My troops choices to fulfill my battalion are going to be 3 lots of 5 Intercessors, 2 of which the Sergeants have Thunder Hammers, and 1 lot has the Auto Bolt Rifle option. They will be riding in the brand new Impulsor, which I'm very happy with. Also, I've got 8 Hell Blasters, because they never let me down. They all kill themselves and it's hilarious. I'm also going to be using new Last Fusel Eliminators, as well as the Bolt Rifle Eliminators. I'm using the standard Repulsor rather than the Executioner, because I think the Executioner is a little bit OP at the moment. I want to keep it a little bit more narrative and themey, because they're going to be transporting the aggressors. Over on this side, my 5 aggressors are here. Auto Bolt Gauntlets and Launchers. And then finally 2 Dreadnoughts, Redemptor Dreadnoughts, one with the Macroplasma Incinerator and one with the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Both have the Underslung Flamers, and one has the Icarus Rocket Pod. So I would be on 10 command points. I've spent 8 for the Chapter Master, so that leaves me to start the game with 8. And we are deployed in the jungles of Morrigan, the Imperial frontier on that world. We have 6 objectives. Number 1, centre of the board. Number 2, where's number 2? over in my little corner over here. Number 3
on the tower.
On the tower there. Number 4 is just in there. I've placed it on top of the thing just so we can see it. Number 5 is firmly in Death Guard control.
Yeah, number 6
there.
A little bit in the open.
And of course we're scoring from the start of turn 2 for each player, so that'll be a tough one. Secondaries are still in play, aren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so deployment. We had a roll off. Dave, you won the roll off, so you are the attacker, is that right?
Yep, so I'm the attacker. I deploy first and go first.
So talk to us about how you've deployed.
Yeah, so I've used the sort of static unit of Plague Marines there to hold number 5. I've got my Plague Burst Crawlers here looking to utilise the space in front of them and get up the board. I've got Objective 3 there, so I've got a little force that will try and take Objective 3, which you've deployed against pretty well. I've got number 6 down here, so I've got some Poxwalkers, unit of Poxwalkers here that are on the edge, that are towing cover, so it counts as in cover.
Oh, nice, nicely done.
And those guys with Typhus, and just behind the tower I've got a fetid bloat drone, which is the shortest line to objective number 1.
Nice one. And on my side, we've got the upgraded chapter master here, the lieutenant, squad of intercessors holding the objective with a dreadnought, and my bolt rifle eliminators there. Got 5 intercessors with Thunderhammer Sergeant there with 8 Hell Blasters. My aggressors sit within their repulsor transport. Another dreadnought there, and the Steve the Birdlion Man holding firm at the back. Over here, debut of the Impulsor with 5 auto bolt rifle intercessors and a lieutenant on board. And also my last few saw eliminators here hopefully can, when I seize the initiative, can do some damage. So that's,
good luck.
Yeah, that's all I have to do. It'd be Dave to go first unless I can roll a seize. It's a classic. It's a classic one.
It's a strong one.
Bully. Good game.
Good luck. I've got a lot of lucky advances. Rolled a 6, I think, for advancing the
Dave's
Demon
on form.
Prince.
Back on form, Dave.
So he has taken objective 3. So hopefully he can cling on to it for my next turn. He's out in the open. It's a bit of a gamble, to be honest, but you know, I reckon he can tank it. Come on, let's have some faith in him. No, Father Nurgle will look after him.
Indeed.
These Plague Marines have moved up into the terrain, giving them the benefit of terrain. He's stayed still, so I might be looking at playing a stratagem on him to shoot twice. I've got 2 Plague Burst Crawlers have moved up within reach of the Chaos Lord for the Arch Contaminator and the reroll ones to hit.
Yeah.
This unit, Plague Marines, have stayed still on objective 5. Blight Spawns move forward, our Blight Spawn, but still in cover. Poxwalkers got a 9, did I roll a 5? So they move 9 inches.
5 to advance is disgusting.
These guys are struggling to keep up. So they're obviously hungry. They want some brains.
Fatty Boom Boom, can't run.
Brains. So, and I rolled a 6 for the advance on the fetid bloat drone. So I had a choice. I either put it on the objective.
Or you wanted the blood.
But I'm just with the Plague Splitters, I can reach these eliminators.
They've got tempted with a taste of Imperial flesh.
Yeah. And I played the stratagem, Cloud of Flies on the Poxwalkers.
Yes.
So it forces Billy to put everything into my far more resilient fetid bloat drone.
Indeed.
So hopefully I'm making the Void Stalkers make some decisions.
Quite a bit of progress really for a Death Guard army up the board with those advance rolls.
Yeah, with his wings he moves 12 base. He's a 9, and he's a 9 I think as well. So yeah, it's a slightly different tactic to last time. Thanks in the comment section for helping me. That was the first time I played. This is the second time. So
yeah, which would be the first flawless battle report.
Well, let's see. I doubt it.
Said no one ever.
I was going to do Miasma of Pestilence on the Demon Prince to make him more resilient, but Umdenard, eventually I thought it was too good an opportunity to miss out on a smite on the last fusel because they're quite difficult to shift. So I cast Smite, it went off, but I only did 1 mortal wound.
Indeed.
Okay, so between Typhus and the Malignant Plague Caster, I've put Miasma of Pestilence on the Fetid Bloat Drone, making him -1 to hit. Also, because I just could, Blades of Putrefaction, so if he gets charged, he gets to add 1 to his wound rolls in the next phase. That lasts until my psychic phase, so it includes your turn as well, obviously, if you get charged. And Putrescent Vitality on the Poxwalkers, making them +1 toughness and +1 strength. So they are now, because they're within Typhus, they are now toughness and strength 5 Poxwalkers.
Oh man.
So they all look like Arnold Schwarzenegger right now.
Yeah, they're all on the roids, smashing the roids. So onto some shooting.
Yep, so I'm going to start with the Fetid Bloat Drone. So he is within 9 inches of these eliminators with his Plague Spitters. So it's 2d6 auto hits for 6. This is normal strength, so it's a strength 6 weapon. So wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s for the Plague weapon, but no 1s.
There are none, because you're rolling hotness right now.
It won't last.
Because you're so jacked, like the Poxwalkers, you're jacked off your nuts.
Ah! That is AP -1 and 1 damage.
Oh hell. What do I need?
So they are 3+, but you're in cover.
With my camo cloaks.
With their camo cloaks, so it basically is a 2+ really.
Well, one's gone through.
So it's 1 damage, so 1 takes a wound. Plague Burst Crawler. I am going to play the stratagem Blasphemous Machines for 1 command point. I did spend a command point in the psychic phase on Typhus because I perilled, but I really don't.
Rolled a perils, but you re-rolled it. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm now down to 5. So that means I don't have the penalty for moving and shooting with a heavy weapon. So I'm going to declare the mortar at the eliminators because they're character snipers, and I really don't want them on the board. And the Rock Hell Volley Gun is going to go at the Hellblasters just behind the rock.
They're hiding innocently in the bushes, as we've all done in public parks. And we're going to go.
Right, okay, so start with a mortar. So it's d6 shots for 1.
Oh.
Okay, and it's forced to hit. That's a shame because I've used a stratagem.
You can command point reroll because it's a different phase. Dare you?
I don't want to, but I might have to. I might, because I really need those sniping guys off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
command point spend. Down to 4.
5 shots. That's better. I can live with that.
Yeah, I can't.
So now he's forced to hit. Oh, that's a reroll of 1s because of the Chaos Lord. 2 hits. 2 to wound. So that's 2 wounds, Billy, plus save. Both saved.
So with the camo cloaks, they survive. Next up.
So next up, the Rock Hell Volley Gun against the Hellblasters. So hitting on 4s. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. It's not a plague weapon, so that's 1 save of 4+. Fails and takes a wound. Range with this one. I think I'm going to try and remove that other Hellblaster. So, Rock Hell Volley Gun into that Hellblaster on this one.
Yeah. And
mortar. I've got to try and shift those guys.
Okie dokie.
Done a bad job so far. So, we'll start with the Rock Hell Volley Gun. 3 shots. He's moved. He doesn't have Blasphemous Machine, so he's now hitting on 5s. So that's 1 hit. The wounding on a 3. Wounds. AP -1, so 4 up. Fails. Yes! Killed one! No go!
No go. Carrying on.
Yep, now the mortar. So this is against the eliminators again. So it's D6 shots.
There's no reroll now.
No reroll now. Hitting on 5s, miserable 5. It's a 5.
It's only got a hit.
It hits. It is a strength 8, so 2s to wound. It's a plague weapon. So wounds, AP's -2, so it's back to your 3+ save.
Yes! Glory to the Imperium!
I'm going to do this unit here.
I can hear a rustle in the bushes. I said, Russell, come out the bushes. Classic.
So Russell is going to be shooting at the last tail on the eliminators. So I've got a 1 bolt gun and a blight launcher in there. So I go with the bolt gun first. So hitting on 3s. They're not minuses, anything, are they, to hit? No. So
no.
There's 2 hits. It's a strength 4. They're within the 18 inches for the inexorable advance. So it's a strength 4 weapon, toughness 4. So they're for 4s now.
Oh.
There's 2 wounds. I think the AP on the bolt gun is 0. So you've got a 2-up save.
Yeah, watch this. Nails. Nails.
And the blight launcher, 2 shots. It's again 3s to hit. Both hits.
Savage.
Yeah, it's a strength 6 weapon, so looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the plague weapon. So that's 2 wounds. This time it's AP -2, so it's up to your 3+ save. Fails 1, so 1 goes. Yeah.
Hellbrute up next.
Yep, playing the stratagem Fire Frenzy for 1 point.
Fire Frenzy.
So he didn't move, which means he can shoot twice at the nearest thing, which is the eliminators.
Indeed.
So I'll start first with the combi bolter. So because he hasn't moved, it doubles the shots, doesn't it? Or he's a Hellbrute anyway, so it doubles the shots. So
yes.
It's 4 shots. But with Fire Frenzy, he gets to shoot twice, so it's 8 shots with the combi bolter.
Death Guard getting a bit tasty, isn't he?
Well, maybe I'm learning what to do. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. So that's 3 wounds. AP 0, so 2-up saves.
Nails.
Nails all.
Nails.
And he's also got a twin las cannon on him, so that gets to shoot twice as well. So
indeed.
Hopefully the AP of this will actually make a difference, and I can wipe that squad off. So hitting on 3s with the las cannons. 1 miss. Ooh. Looking for 2s to wound. Strength 9 weapon. That's all wounds.
AP.
AP's -3, so it would be a 6-up save normally, but with your cover it's a 4-up. So fails 1. God, these guys are hard to shift.
Lots of damage.
D6 damage. So anything but a 1, and another 1 goes.
Pew!
Plague Burst Crawlers were disappointing. I really wanted to shift some of those guys because of the character sniping. So I'm not sure how I'm going to weather that, but hopefully they will prove resilient.
Hopefully, not for me. I've lost 3 guys, but they're quite vital guys, especially my eliminators. So on to Void Stalkers turn 1. My Impulsor has moved up and discharged its assault bolt rifle dudes there. Steve the Burnline Man has advanced also. Dreadnought has edged off a little bit but stayed behind just in case he gets papped over there. The Repulsor discharged its aggressors there and then made some progress into the middle. Over this side, the Intercessors and the Hellblasters moved over to the right. The Captains moved over with the Lieutenant to the middle to link everyone together. The Dreadnoughts moved up slightly to get some line of sight. And this Intercessor squad has moved on to some terrain whilst keeping a toe on Objective 2. My Eliminators are going. The Sergeant's going to forego his own shooting and use their bolt sniper rifles. Target Typhus over in fat boy fat over in the corner. So normally 3s to hit. I get to add 1 to my hit and wound roll. Is that right?
Hit and wound, yeah.
Okay, so down we go. Looking for
2s.
So 2 hits.
And this is the Mortis round.
Mortis rounds, which is strength 5.
Strength 5.
What's your toughness?
Toughness is 5, so it's normally 4s. Looking for 3s.
Both wound.
Both wound. It's an AP -2 weapon. So I'm looking for my 4+, either on the armour or the invuln.
Oh, snake eyes! Snake eyes!
And a Mortis round does D3 damage. So before I roll my disgustingly resilient. So
D3.
that's
4
wounds. He's a 6 wound model, so he won't be dead. Thank goodness. Disgustingly resilient, looking for 5+. Oh, that's not bad.
No, you got away with that, so he just takes 2 wounds.
So 2 wounds down to 4.
Okie dokie. Next up to fire is my squad of Intercessors here. I'm playing the rapid fire stratagem for 2 command points. I have to target the bloke drone here, because of the
Cloud of
the Cloud
Flies.
of Flies rule, because otherwise I'd be looking to thin the herd. But I need it dead to then progress and make some other shots. So here we go. So they're in rapid fire range. So I've got 20 shots with 5 dudes, which is impressive. So here we go. Looking for 3s, re-rolling.
Yeah, one. It's -1 because of miasma of pestilence. So you're looking for 4s to hit.
Okay.
I don't think you've got any 3s anyway.
No.
Re-rolls for the chapter master. Looking for 5s. Oh, that's not bad. It's a few. Okay, so AP -1, looking for 4s to save the fated blow drone. There's a few. 1, 2, 3, 4 fails. And they are disgustingly resilient as well. So on a 5 or 6. None. So that's 4 wounds.
My hellblasters are going to supercharge, despite the -1 to hit, which he is. So there's a chance of my imminent death, but we go hard or go home, don't we? I have got my chapter master there for the reroll, so I'm looking for
2 for 4s to hit. Re-rolling 1s and 2s.
re-rolling them.
Oh, 1 dies.
Yeah, 1 dead.
1 miss. That's not bad. So 3s now.
My lieutenant re-rolling the 1s.
It's 2 re-rolls. Yeah,
Oosh.
get them in.
6 have gone through.
So AP -4 weapon. They're not heavy, so they don't benefit the doctrine. But I'm now on my demon 5+ invuln save.
One's saved.
So there's 1 saved. And they are damage 2. Okay, so 10 disgustingly resilient saves, looking for 5s and 6s. No.
There's one. There's one.
There's 1.
But it didn't work.
Ah, he was disgustingly irresistant. No?
Disgustingly dead. That's all that matters.
Dead.
He did.
Okay, so he's gone. He explodes on a 4+. Nope, doesn't explode. No putrid explosion today.
Okay, next up is the Redemptor Dreadnought. Just going to cane all my weapons at the Poxwalkers now.
Yeah, he's got exactly the right weaponry
Yeah, so it's
for dealing with this.
heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. Okay, 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the ones because I need captains, so there's 1 there. Oh, it's all failed. Sorry, there's a 2 there as well. So all hit.
Poxwalkers are boosted by both Typhus and the putrescent vitality, so they are toughness 5.
Luckily, I'm strength 5 with my shot, so looking for 4s to wound rather than 3s. 7 have gone through at -2 AP because of the Devastated Doctrine in play.
Yeah, so I just have my disgustingly resilient save. So looking for 5 or 6s. Oh, that's lucky.
Disgusting.
So that's 3 Poxwalkers. So now with the Fregstorm grenade launchers.
Yeah, assault D6, 2 of them.
8
So
shots.
8 3s. Re-rolling misses.
5's to wound. It's a strength 4 weapon.
Terrible roll. So it's just a 2.
Okay, so again straight to my disgustingly resilient, looking for 5s and 6s.
Right, so 2 more dead.
2 more dead.
Just finally got the rocket pod, which I might as well fire. Heavy D3 for 3. 4's to hit. 1's gone through.
So looking for 3s, strength 7 weapon, gets toughness
Wounds
5 now.
with a 4.
So straight through to my disgustingly resilient, 5 or 6. Oh, it's so close.
Other one's
Another
gone.
One goes. 4 intercessors that can see the Poxwalkers now shooting.
Re-rolling the misses. And it's to wound.
5 to wound.
Only the 2 again.
2 again. Straight through to my disgustingly resilient. Do they prove to be? No,
Another 2.
2 full.
We're chipping away at the pointless models. Okay, my repulsor's going to use its guns, everything against the
Plague Burst Crawler.
Plague Burst Crawl on the right there. So first of all, the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, same as the Dreadnought one really. Behold, 12 dice, hitting on 3s.
Okay, so 5 hits with the Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
5's to wound.
5's to wound.
Only to 2.
Giving me 5+ save, which is also my invuln.
2 have gone through.
It's damage 1 weapon. So I've got disgustingly resilient
Yeah, it's 1.
for 1. So he's lost 1 wound.
Scumbag.
Down to 9, I believe.
Next up, twin last cannons, shooting at it.
Yeah, so
2
11
down.
wounds now, the Plague Burst Crawler.
I'm gonna command point, re-roll that. For another one. They always say don't, and that's why.
So that's you down to 5 command points now.
Yeah. To wound, strength 9.
Toughness 8, so looking for 3s.
Wounds.
Got my 5+ invuln. No! So I think it does d6 damage?
For 4.
4, so 4 disgustingly resilient rolls. Looking for 5s and 6s. None, so another 4 wounds, taking him down to 7.
Okay, so we've got the 3 frag storm launches, d6 shots, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Quick counting, hitting on 3s, no rerolls. Probably 5s to wound, is it not?
What's the strength of the weapon?
No, it's only strength 4.
Strength 4, so toughness 8, so you're looking for 6s.
Oh, hell. Nothing. Lastly, it's the Iron Hell Heavy Stubber, which is heavy, so it's going to be 2 hits, 5s to wound, 6s to wound, sorry. Either way, it's not worked.
Okay, so next up, 2 aggressors against the same Plague Burst Crawler.
Yeah, I could only get 2 in range because of their slightly feeble movement, but they had to get out because I want them to do stuff in the tactical doctrine. So, with their Boltstorm Gauntlets, looking for 3s. 6s to wound. Not a sausage. Thanks for coming. The launches, should have done it together really, but we've got another 7 shots basically. 2, 4, 6, 7. 3s to hit.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Looking for 6s again.
Come on, big 6s. 1. Ooh.
So AP of that, presumably 0.
Yeah.
So looking for 3+. Saved.
So next up, the Dreadnought with the heavy plasma incinerator. He's going to shoot at the Demon Prince on the objective there. So, where are we? Supercharging naturally, because I'm not a coward. So it's heavy D6. Here we go.
D6 shots.
Yeah.
For a strong 1.
Spit hit. Hits with it.
So toughness 6, the Demon Prince.
So I'm strength 9.
For 3s. Ouch!
The Storm Bolters in his chest are going to shoot again. So this many re-rolling the 1s because of the nearby Steve the Birdlion Man captain.
Looking for 5s to wound.
5s to wound. Only the 2. So 2 go through.
So I've got the Suppurating Plate Relic, which means I get a 2+ save. So looking for 2s.
Oh, 1's gone through.
Oh, 1's gone through, so that becomes disgustingly resilient on a 5+. No, he takes a wound.
Steve the Birdlion Man shooting his plasma pistol at the Demon Prince.
Are you supercharging it? No?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'll declare that now. Once I've rolled it.
It's fine, it's a 4, he's okay. Looking for 3s to wound. That's toughness 6.
Wounds.
So wounds, so I think that is an AP -3 weapon.
-3 from a plasma pistol, I believe.
So I'm now with the Suppurating Plate, which is 2+, I'm at 5, which is my invuln anyway. Looking for a 5.
Oh, you make me so
Yes, demonic.
Next up to fire is going to be this squad of intercessors. I'm going to be targeting the Demon Prince again. I'm using this stratagem Boltstorm for 2 command points with their auto bolt rifles. Basically, they auto hit, and with 3 shots apiece, that'll be 15 automatically hitting bolt rifle rounds.
Looking for 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
The auto hits 4.
Bit much to ask. It's worth a go.
So I think it's an AP -1 weapon, is it?
Yeah.
But because I'm in cover, I had 1 to my roll, so I've got a 2+ save anyway. So fail 1, goes through to disgustingly resilient, which I fail again, so I lose another wound.
Next up, the Impulsor is going to try and do some business with its Storm Bolters. Here we go. With 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the captain nearby. Again, it's going to be 5s to wound. 2.
Okay, and I get my 2+ save. Yes.
Oh, rank. Okay, and there's a stubber on the top.
The heavy stubber.
Yeah. No. Nothing. So the last remaining Eliminator is going to fire his last fusel at the damaged Plague Burst Crawler over there.
Yep.
So,
down to 7 wounds.
Yeah, so we'll look to take off a few more. So he's looking for 3s to hit. Hits. 4s to wound.
Yep, because it's toughness 8, strength 8.
Wounds.
Wounds, so I'm down some AP -3 weapon. Becomes AP -4 because it's heavy.
Yeah,
but I've got a 5+ invuln anyway. So 5+ save.
Doesn't go through, so it's a flat 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage, so
Unless
3
you...
disgustingly resilient rolls. Ah, no, they let me down.
Nothing,
It's
so-
another 3 wounds, so he's down to 4 wounds.
Yeah. The brave intercessors are going to charge in to the Demon Prince
Yeah.
because they're off their nut. So this is for the
He's not
intercessors.
scared.
Yeah, there's no Overwatch coming from the Demon Prince.
Boys.
Yeah, forward you dogs. Yep, so they make it in. So now we're going to roll to see if Steve the Birdline Man can make what I'm assuming is going to need. It's a big charge of 8 required. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. He makes it in. But now we're going to face some sickening Overwatch. So firstly,
Yeah, so he's within 12 inches, so I can't use the mortar. So we'll start with the Rockhound volley gun, which is 3 shots, hitting on 6s, obviously. No. And then the plague spitters, so they've got a 9-inch range, so it's 2d6 auto hits. Oh, for 11.
Jeez.
Okay, so the plague spitters auto hit, so that's 11 auto hits. It's strength 7 against your toughness, so looking for 3s.
Toughness 5 because I'm a biker captain.
Re-rolling for Arch Contaminator, so looking for 3s. Oh, that's all but 1, so that's 10.
That's horrendous.
AP
Jeez.
minus 1. That's what the fetid bloke drone should have done.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of fails there.
Oh my
really.
god, I think I've taken a lot of wounds here. See that there? That represents this guy getting absolutely mown down in Overwatch.
Wow.
Please remove him from
Sorry,
the board.
Steve.
You know, hours of painting, hours of list building.
He's beautiful.
Such as it was.
But he's now
get him
just a
off.
sloppy mess.
He's a sloppy
from the plague
Giuseppe
spitter.
on the Nurgle pizza of life. Oh, I hope this one works out. My favourite. I've just watched their captain on a bird die. But I've got my Thunder Hammer, which is going to swing 4 times because of Shock Assault. So I'm going to be hitting on 4s because of the -1 to hit with the Thunder Hammer. Unfortunately, my captain is no longer alive to provide the reroll, so 2 hits. That would have been nice to reroll them.
On 3.
Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant, but 2 wounds.
Right, so I get a 5+ save, which is my invuln, but also the separating plate. So fail both. That's not good. So it's 3 damage apiece, 6 disgustingly resilience. This should see the demon off and clear me off the objective completely. Yes, it is. That is not single disgustingly resilient.
Well,
So
they've done their
he
dead
follows
captain
your
round.
captain out of the door, I'm afraid.
So the boys have consolidated just so that nothing else can really get up there and charge onto them.
Yeah.
And there we are.
Taking the objective at the same time.
Indeed. Scores at the start of turn 2 for the Death Guard.
Yep. So I've got 1 point for number 5 and 1 point for holding number 6. So I've got 2 points to Billy's 1 that you got for first strike.
Yeah, I got a point for first strike for the flying snot bag thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poxwalkers have moved up. I've not advanced them. Let's see what happens. There's a possible charge on there. Be just under 7 inches away, so there'll be a 6-inch charge. Who knows? Typhus and the Malignant Plaguecaster have moved up as well. And he has advanced, but his weapon is an assault weapon, that hose, with a 9-inch range, which is right on that guy. So it's possible I can unleash the hose. This Foul Blightspawn has also moved up now. He's within hosing distance of the repulsor, which looks good. These guys have all stayed still, so they get the double shots on the extra range for their bolt guns. It's almost like a War of the Two Towers.
Indeed. Look at that.
The Plague Burst Crawlers have stayed where they are, so they I don't have to spend a command point on Blasphemous Machines, but they're within decent range of stuff actually. Plague Spitters on both sides. And I really need to clear off those because I need Typhus to get in there in one piece with the mortars. Just on this far side, so the Chaos Lord has moved up as well behind them. I've got the Hellbrute who's moved up now. I'm looking at see what you can do with a charge into that, but its invuln is still active.
I've taken the 4+ invul bubble.
Yeah, which is still active in the fight phase. So I'm not sure if it's worth tying up my Hellbrute really in potential combat, but we'll see. And these guys have moved forward as well. So I've got quite a few targets available But I need to make some decisions on concentrating fire. So at the end of my movement phase, I'm dropping in some of my reserves. The first to turn up is the Lord of Contagion. And he is giving Billy the chance to play a stratagem.
Auspex scan. I'm going to use that stratagem to try and annihilate him with Hellblasters because they're going to die at some point anyway. Yeah.
So you're supercharged.
I'm going to supercharge. I'm going to roll them individually, naturally. So, first dude.
You get to re-roll that. Guy.
2 hits. Second dude. Re-rolls. 4 hits.
Damn those re-rolls. There'll be a few dead by now. No, it misses.
But this is alive.
Oh, those ones. Oh, all those beautiful ones.
Chapter Master's worth every penny. Cheers, pet. 2 thumbs fresh. Okay.
So it's a strength 8, but a toughness 5 model. So looking at 3s to wound.
Re-rolling 1s for the lieutenant.
Oh man.
Another one, a couple of misses. So.
Oh my word.
That many minus 4 AP.
This is a bad day. So it's a 4+ invuln with this cataphractii armour. Come on. Oh,
2.
2 saves. No way.
Yeah, 2 damage apiece.
Okay, well I think he's going to go, isn't he? So
just roll that lot twice for a disgustingly resilient.
Disgustingly resilient. Oh, I saved 3, so he's taken 3 wounds. He is a 6 wound model, so I need to
make 3 more.
4. 1, 2. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Beat me up.
Okay, so second unit to come on, Blight Lord Terminators. I've brought them on this side because I've got some charge moves I think I can attempt. That's a lieutenant.
Yes.
And that's another unit, so let's see what they can do.
Awesome.
I spent a command point trying to get Putrescent Vitality off, failed, rolled a double 2. So between the 2 of them so far they've cast Blades of Putrefaction on the Poxwalkers and also Miasma of Pestilence. So I've got one more power to do with the Malignant Plague Caster, which is going to be the Curse of the Leper. So I've not tried this before. It's warp charge value 7. So here goes. Might not all be worth it. Goes off on an 8.
It's only gone off.
So it's the
like their legs and guts.
So it's the nearest unit within 14 inches, which is the Eliminators. You roll 7 dice, and every dice that beats their toughness is a mortal wound. So
that's a bit tasty, isn't it?
Well, it's really good if you've got Mortarion in there, because I think he reduces your toughness by 1 as well. So if
right.
So we're looking for 5s and 6s to make mortal wounds. Come on. Oh, there's 3. So it's come off as good as a strong smite, I suppose.
Yeah. So there's 3 on the Eliminators, that is, yeah. So 1 goes on him, he's dead, and the other 2 go on him.
In shooting phase, so I'm going to start with the Foul Blight Spawn and his Plague Sprayer on the Repulsor. And I'm going to play the stratagem Veterans of the Long War for 1 command point, which means I add 1 to all my wound rolls. That takes me down to 1. So, first thing you do is roll for the strength, which is 2d6. So strength 7.
That'll do you, won't it?
So what's the toughness of a repulsor?
The repulsor is obviously toughness 8.
Yep. So that means it's now 4s to wound. So I get d6. I get d6 auto hits for 2. That's not good. Looking for 4s to wound. Both wound.
Tasty.
So it's AP minus 3.
So 6 is. What is it?
It's a 6. So that does 3 damage.
Okay, so it's down to, I believe, 13 from 16.
Next up, with this Plague Burst Call, I'll do the 2 Plague Spitters again on the repulsor. So it's 2d6 auto hits for 6. Yep, so my strength is reduced because he's only on 4 wounds, so it's now 5s to wound. So hitting on 5s. Oh no, sorry, it's an auto hit, isn't it? So it's just wounding on 5s, re-rolling the 1s. No, I re-roll them all because of the Arch Contaminator.
Rank.
So it gives me another 1. So that's 3 at AP -1, so that's your 4 up.
Safest houses. Oh.
Okay, I'll do the Rockhound volley gun as well. 3 shots hitting on 5s.
Yeah, a couple there.
Yeah, re-rolling the 1 because of the Chaos Lord.
3.
3. I'll leave that dice out.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's all sit here and watch you try and get that dice out.
Wounding on 5s.
It's what is that?
Oh,
Tasty.
2 wounds, AP -1. So looking at 4 up again. Fails 1.
Another one gone through, so down to 12.
Down to 12. Our volley gun is actually AP -2, but it didn't make any difference.
No, because we rolled a 6 and a 3, so we got away with that. Thank you. Comments?
Yep, so now I've got the decision to make with the Plague Burst Mortar. I think I am going to try and take out...
Is this on this one?
This is on this one still.
Oh, did you declare Spitfire at the start?
Oh.
But because we're narrative...
I didn't declare Spitfire on anything.
No, but you can do it because we're a friendly channel.
Thank you.
And I knew that your intent would be to split the fire.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of guy I am. But I want you to remember, when I do get creamed, as a result of this one decision, that you look upon me favourably.
Thank you.
And you did bring me a drink and sweets.
Yeah, that's true. I think I have to target the...
You looking over here?
Yeah, I'm looking over there. I think I'm going to have to go for the Hell Blasters.
Hell Blasters?
Yeah.
Do it.
I think I might go for those. So D6 shots. 4,
Oh.
6. Hitting on 5s because he's raspberried. Rerolling 1s, but there aren't any. So that's 1 hit. Strength is 8, so 2s to wound. So that's 1 save.
Is there an AP?
AP -2, so you're looking for a 5 up.
Uh-oh. Justice has been served with a 5.
Oh. You're more resilient than I am.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm really ill. Next up is...
Chaos Lord, Combi Bolter. Just going to fire at these guys. Yeah, so my fire's going everywhere at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just a scattergun approach.
Spray and pray.
But
That's what we do at work.
yeah, so it's 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s, all hits. So 4s to wound. So that's 3 wounds. Yeah, you're in cover, so you get +1 to your saves. So you're good for 2s.
Safe as houses. You can't hit me because I'm in the jungle.
I'll do the next Plague Burst Crawler. So the Spitters will go on those guys.
Yeah.
Actually, the Rockhound volley gun will go on them as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the Plague Burst Mortar at the guy with the... I don't want to waste that on one guy.
Yeah.
Although probably will take all of that to kill him. But I'm going to go for the Hell Blasters.
You're going to
I'm going for the Hell Blasters because I think they're the biggest threat to my Terminators.
Understandable.
So, okay, we'll do that first. Plague
Okay.
Burst Mortar, D6 shots. 5.
Solid 5, Dave.
That'll do.
You've been a bit saucy with the old numbers of shots, haven't you?
Yeah, so he's in a good condition, so he is forced to hit, he hasn't moved, rerolling 1s with the Chaos Lord. It's more like it, 4 hits, that one's a 2. So 2s to wound, rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon and because of Arch Contaminator. So now you're looking at 4 saves, AP -2, so you're looking for 5s.
Oh, another 1.5 die.
And it's D3 wounds.
Oh no. Oh how? Oh Lord.
So that's a 1. That kills him,
Yeah.
and that kills another one.
2 Hell Blasters. Go to hell. Good night.
Okay, so now the Rockhound volley gun at these guys. 3 shots, hitting on 4s. So that's 2 hits. It's strength 6, so winning on 3s. So that's 2 wounds. AP -2. Beating for 4s.
Nails.
Saved.
Nails.
And now the 2 Plague Spitters. So 2d6 auto hits for 5. This is now strength 7, so wounding on 3s. Rerolling the 1s with the Arch Contaminator, so that's
been
5.
great for you.
Yeah, 5 wounds. AP's -1, which negates the cover, so
3 plus.
3s.
Oh Lord, 2 dead. Is it multiple damage?
No, 1 damage each.
Okay, so 2 intercessors die.
So this tactical squad, so I've got 2 plasma guns,
Mm-hmm.
one with the champion and one with this guy. I'm going to put them into that repulsor.
Oh.
And you know what? We supercharge, because that's what we do here.
Go on or go home, Dave, innit?
Why does the plasma gun have 2 profiles? Don't know.
Yeah,
It should have
exactly.
one.
You should only
Supercharge
fire
only.
and kill yourself, or fire and win.
Right, so they're within 18 inches, which is the Death Guard rule for rapid fire weapons.
Yeah,
Double
nicely
shots.
done.
So first up with the champion, hitting on 3s. There's no 1s. That's good. 1 hit. And now for his dude next to him, hitting on 3s as well. 1's killing. 5 and a 2. 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
Be 4. Is it -4?
It's -3, your plasma gun.
-3, so I've got my 6s.
Which you would make one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So that's another 2 wounds off of him.
Yes.
So he's down to 10.
Dave had declared that the rest of the munitions are going to go into the intercessors over here, so we'll crack on with that.
Yep, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolt guns. They're getting 2 shots because they haven't moved. Again, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s. So that is 5 saves. There's no AP minus on a bolt gun, so it's a 2 up because you're in cover.
They live.
Makes them all.
They live. They've taken a lot of fire, those dudes there.
So I've got a bolt gun on these guys and a bolt pistol on those guys as well. So it's in half range, so I get double shots in the bolt gun. So looking at 3s to hit. 2 hits, 4s to wound, 2 wounds. 2 plus save again, Billy.
Boom, get off. Next.
Next up is the Blight Launcher against the same target. So it's 2 shots, hitting on 3s. It's a strength 6, so wounding on 3s. So
Nailed
that's AP -2, so 4 up, 3 up on that.
Nailed it. Get off.
Saved it.
Next. Hellbrute shooting next.
Yep, so he's Combi Bolter first. It's rapid fire 2, but he's within half range, so it's 2 shots, all going at these intercessors. I just want to clear that objective
Yeah.
and then take it. So hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 2 plus save again, Billy.
Saved.
Makes it.
Get off.
They are bedded in there. Are you sure they're not fists?
They might be.
They might be fists.
Yeah, we're using Pax
Okay.
dice.
So we're trying the las cannon now. So 3s to hit. Both hits.
Uh-oh.
2s to wound. Both wound.
Uh-oh. The
Yeah.
5s I rolled to save actually saved them because it's -3 with the last cannons on the Hellbrute.
For goodness sake!
So I saved it, so they're back in the game. Can't be killed, can they? Double hard.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot with the Blight Lord Terminators. This lieutenant is the closest. This guy here.
Yes.
But this model is screening the Chapter Master upgrade.
Just.
So I think I'm going to put all my shots in the lieutenant to try and reduce the buff
Okay.
from all those rerolls, and then possibly charge that unit. I mean, it would be nice to shoot them off the objective, but I don't think I'm going to do it anyway because the rest of them are in cover.
Mhm.
So, although he isn't, and the others aren't close enough to claim it on your turn. So I'm going to put the Blight Launcher into that Marine,
Okay.
and all the Combi Bolters into the Lieutenant.
Roger.
So Combi Bolters are 2 shots, but on Terminators they're 4.
Here comes the pain. Slipknot fans. Yeah, go on.
Right, okay, so looking for 3s to hit, 4s to wound. Oh, dice. Cock dice.
Oh, horrendous rolling from you again.
Yeah, wasn't very good. 5 wounds.
Any minus?
No, not the Combi Bolter. So only 1 gets through. So that's your Lieutenant down by a wound.
Taking a wound, yeah.
And now the Blight Launcher. on that Marine. It's 2 shots.
Launching some hot blight.
Yeah, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, so strength 6, so wounding on 3s. It's AP -2, so it's a 5 up. Fails. I think it's D3 damage. Oh, for 1. Oh, I've had the worst luck.
Yeah.
So the last guy to shoot now is a foul blight spawn. His hose is 9 inches from that Marine at the front.
His hose is how long?
9 lovely, sweaty inches.
Smelly, almond smelling inches.
And
Hashtag hygiene.
to the foul blight spawn. He's spraying his hose. This is for the strength. Strength 7.
Powerful.
Auto hits. D6 auto hits for 6.
Oh, mate.
This could be the first time my shooting actually goes for me. So, looking to wound on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the plague weapon. Doesn't need
No
it.
need.
So that is AP -3, so you're looking for 6 ups. Each one does 3 wounds. Each one is a dead Marine that isn't a 6. And you would get 2, wouldn't you?
I've lost
4.
4 dudes. 4 intercessors gone.
Plan to charge with the Poxwalkers against the Redemptor Dreadnought, so they're 7 away. And yeah, a lot have died.
Yeah, I thinned the crowd out with Onslaught Gatling Cannon. The Underslung Flamer did some work as well. But the Disgustingly Resilient save did some work also, because they should all be dead. But
They should be, yeah.
Here
I
we
think I
are.
made 6, so.
But we thinned the herd out a little bit. Now to see that they've made their charge. Are they
So
making their
7,
charge?
was it worth it? It was.
Oh.
It's a 12.
Disgusting. Over here, the charge got declared by this squad of Terminators against Chapter Master, Lieutenant, and Intercessors, all of which fired Overwatch. We eliminated 1 Terminator through Overwatch. Disgustingly Resilient came into play because I rolled some rank 6s. And we just rolled the charge distance, and it was a pitiful 6, which how much is needed?
I need for about 7.
Right, well, do you use your last command point to re-roll that bad boy?
I think I have to.
You're feeling a bit saucy,
Because otherwise they're just going to get mullered. They're not. I need to get them in combat. I need to get some damage output here. Oh my god. This. And that sums it up, really. I can't kill anything. I can't save any saving throws. I'm going home, Billy.
Ave Imperator. We've had a bit of a debate whether the Hellbrute is worthy of charging into the impulsor, or whether it's worth standing off and using its last cannon. But tactics went flying out the window when we decided to charge it and smash it.
What the hell?
So let's see what happens. So Overwatch was ineffective, but I do have the repulsor field, so
It would be 3 inches. With the field, it's now 5.
for a 5.
Yay.
Just about.
He comes over here. Hello, son.
What's that?
And I'm going to do these guys as well. So he can't fire Overwatch now.
True.
They've got a whole host of weapons, so I'm just hoping that weight of fire does something.
Yeah.
I've got a power fist in there as well, so.
Let's see some hot fisting action on the Warzone. Don't Google it.
Right, I'm going to start with Hellbrute. He's got 4 attacks space, +1 for Hateful Assault. So 5 attacks hitting on 3s. All hit.
It's a great roll.
Can we smash something finally? He's a strength 6, his fist is ×2, so it's strength 12. This must be toughness 7. So looking for 3s. So that's all but 1 wounds. So that's 4 wounds. AP is -3.
Well, I've got my 4+ invulnerable save. So
3 fails.
Oh,
and
wow.
they're 3 damage each. So that's 9 damage on the Impulsor. Beautiful Impulsor down to 2 wounds. I'm now going to fight with my Plague Marines.
here we go.
Okay, so going with the champion, he's got 2 attack space, +1 for Hateful Assault. He's using his Power Fist. So it's normally 3s, but with the -1 to hit modifier from the Power Fist, I'm looking for 4s. So that's 2 hits. His strength ×2, so it's a strength 8 against toughness 7, so wounding on 3s. So that's 1 wound.
4+ invuln.
4+ in 1, yeah.
Passes.
Passes. So in the complications, so I've got a guy here with a mace and an axe, so that gives him a second attack, +1 for hateful assault. He's using his mace, which is -1 to hit. So looking for 4. So that's 2 hits. Strength 6, because it's +2 to his strength, so
5.
looking for 5s. Gets neither. Oh, hold on. The mace is a plague weapon, so I get to reroll that 1.
Oh. 1. That'll teach you.
Okay, next up is the Flail of Corruption. So he's got 1 attack base, +1 for hateful assault, and this is D3 attacks for 2. Bloody
yeah.
Laura. So 2 attacks. I'm now hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. I knew this wasn't going to go very well. But hey, you've got to give it a go. So now I've got a guy with a bubotic axe. So he gets 2 attacks as well, because he's got an axe and a knife. +1 for hateful assault, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. Plague weapon. 5s. Nope. And now I've got 2 more guys. The last 2. Done absolutely nothing. Hitting on 3s. These are now just with plague knives. So 2 misses, 2 hits. So normal strength now, looking at 5s to wound. 1 wound.
What's the AP?
AP 0. So
3+. Saved. Impulsive Impulsor, doing well on his maiden voyage. Yep. Happy with that. So just to finish off there, my Impulsor did attack back, but because it's almost raspberried, it didn't do anything. Over on this side, the Poxwalkers got their attacks in on the Dreadnought. They actually took 1 wound off it, which I didn't expect, but they lost 3 guys in return.
Heroes.
Heroes, one and all. They burst like overripe grapes. My Impulsor has backed out of combat over there, with using the fly keyword. Dreadnought stayed still, just tucked himself, making sure he's at the cover over there. My Repulsor has moved over to move block anyone trying to make a run on objective 1. My Thunderhammer Sergeant, the last remaining intercessors, advanced to be also within grabbing distance, as well as the aggressors, who realistically should have just stayed in the bloody Repulsor. I'd have got across the board, but I've had to advance them, so that negates their shooting in this tactical discipline. Hellblasters have moved away from charge distance. The Dreadnought here is backed out of combat, but I've got a stratagem to play in a minute. Instigator stayed where he is because he's as good as dead anyway, and I'll get some shots off. My intercessors have come off of the cover up there to secure their objective and make sure no one gets near it, and also screening off my characters. So the stratagem I'm playing here: fall back and re-engage. So I've fallen back from combat there. For 1 CP, putting me down to 4, I can move, so I can shoot and charge as normal. So that's pretty tasty. And over here I'm going to play, I think it's Wisdom of the Ancients for another CP, which will allow him to reroll his 1s to hit. Right, with the Dreadnought, I'm declaring split fire. So I'm going to have the Onslaught Gatling Cannon is going to shoot the Poxwalkers that are up on objective 6. The Flamer is going to shoot at the Poxwalkers here. The grenade launchers are going to shoot at the Terminators here. And the Icarus rocket pod is going to shoot also at the Poxwalkers up on objective 6. Onslaught Gatling Cannon first. 3s to hit, re-rolling all failed hits, of which there are many. Re-rolls. So that's 10 hits. 3s to wound. Yep. Lieutenant is nearby, or is he in range? 1 second. Just, yeah. So I can re-roll those 1s. It's another 2. And that many at...
So it's straight through to disgustingly resilient.
Yeah.
AP is -1.
AP -1, and because we're in the tactical doctrine now, it's a heavy weapon, so there's no extra bonus.
Yeah. So otherwise, because of the -1, I wouldn't get my cover save anyway, because it's a 7-up save. So straight through to disgustingly resilient. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 dead.
Cool. So the heavy flamer unfortunately rolled a 1. So 1 to wound, doesn't even wound, so he gets to stay there. Now it's going to be the grenade launchers at the Terminators, which are down here. 2d6 for 6. 3s to hit. Not great. Rerolls, and he misses. So 5s to wound. Reroll the 1 to wound. So my lieutenant, which is a good one. So 2.
Nice. 2 saves. What's the AP of that weapon? 0, is it? Fragstorm?
0, yeah, Fragstorm.
So 2 plus saves. What should we fail these? So one's loses 1 wound.
I said that the rocket pod would shoot up at objective 6, but of course it's out of range, so Dave's very kindly let me shoot it at the dudes here. So it's heavy D3. 3. And it's moved because it fell back, so it's 4s to hit.
Yeah, with your you don't have the -1.
Okay, cool.
You don't subtract the 1, so it's 3s to hit.
Oh, brilliant. 3s to hit, either way. Okay, and to wound, 3s I think. 7. Toughness 5 3s. So reroll because I'm my lieutenant. Yes.
Okay, so it's AP -1, so I'm looking for 3s. Oh, okay, so save 1. It's a damage 2 weapon. So actually I've got disgustingly resilient, which I should have done on that one.
Yeah, let's do that now.
Oh, I did almost a 5. So for the first guy, no, he loses that 2nd wound, so he's gone.
Yeah.
And for the next guy, he loses 2 wounds, so he's gone as well. So I'm going to take it off the champion.
Brilliant.
Oh no, I'll keep them in coherency.
Coherency, yeah. Instigator Sergeant's going to be shooting at the Foul Blight Spawn because I wanted to get rid of the range. There's a slurp cannon.
Yep.
Hits on a 5.
It's toughness 5, so strength 4, 5s to wound.
Wounds.
Of course it does, Billy. How many?
Instigator Bolt Carbines, -1 AP. And 2 damage apiece.
So it takes me to a 4+ save, which I make.
Curses.
Hey!
Next up is the Intercessors here, going to be shooting at these guys here. 3s to hit. Rerolling any misses. All hit. 5s to wound.
Oh, nice.
AP2 in the Tactical Doctrine.
Okay. So I'm looking at 4 pluses. Oh man. And then disgustingly resilient. Oh, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. So that's both of them gone.
Hooray! Intercess this. Okay, declaring split fire now. I'm going to shoot all of the small arms. Basically, I'll shoot the Twin Las Cannon and the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Twin Las Cannon will go into that one there. Onslaught Gatling Cannon is going to shoot him there. Everything else is going to shoot at the Poxwalkers here. So I'll do the 3 Fragstorm grenade launches first. D6 shots. Terrible roll. So it's 5.
-1 to hit because of the Ave Imperator.
Okay, so I'm looking for 4s. 3s to wound.
Toughness 3, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 wounds there.
Straight to disgustingly resilient. Oh, I lost 1. 2 dead.
Curses. So it's the Iron Hail Stabber. Wounds.
So, disgustingly resilient. No, he's not.
Hooray!
Poxwalkers are gone.
That frees up some options now. Moving on with the guns, I'll do the Onslaught. I'll do the Twin Las Cannons first against the Plague Burst Crawler. So 2 shots of Las Cannons, both hits. Strength 9.
Toughness 8.
3s. Oh, do I command point it?
You've got 3 left.
Yeah, I want it gone. Yes.
5 up save. Invulnerable save. Makes 1.
Oh.
And then I think it's D6
D6 damage. 4.
Can you pass me 2 more dice? These are my disgustingly resilient. So it's got 4 wounds left. I need to make 1 of these for it to be on the board. Yes!
Oh, you scumbag. The Onslaught Gatling Cannon is going to shoot at the Snotty McSnotface. 3s, 4s to wound. Oh, terrible roll.
In cover.
So 2 have gone through.
It's AP -1, so I'm back to my 3+ save. Come on. Yes,
Oh, you
double
scumbag.
6.
I expected more there. Maybe I should have focused it down, but oh well. Okay, Hellblasters. I was debating whether to try and shoot the guy over there, but there's not enough to. It would leave one guy alive who could still claim the objective, so I've just missed out on that one. There's nothing else in range that can do it, I don't think. So my Hellblasters are going to shoot at this fella here. Oh yes, because I'm a captain. All hit. Cheers, Dave. Strength is
You look at the 3s.
7 3s.
7 versus 5.
Because it's -4, so it goes straight through the armour. 1 damage apiece, so it's
Yeah, so I've got
disgustingly resilient saves.
I've got to make 3 of these on a 5+. Yes.
Oh mate.
He's down to 1 wound.
Oh. Okay, next up is going to be my Dreadnought here, shooting at the Dreadnought over there with its Plasma Incinerator. And the rest of the small arms fire is going to shoot at the Death Guard Plague Marines. So Plasma Incinerator first, D6 shots for 4.
Nice. Is it overcharged?
Yeah, it's going to overcharge. Because I've got Wisdom of the Ancients, but it's not needed because they've all hit. 3s to wound.
Toughness is 7.
Yeah. 2 go through.
Okay, so AP -4 means I don't get a save, and the Hellbrutes are not disgustingly resilient, and they're not demons, so I get no saves here, so it's just straight through.
It's 2 damage apiece.
Oh, okay, so he's down to 4 wounds.
Yeah, it's ticked 4 wounds off him.
This is-
So the rest of the small arms fire was ineffective against the Plague Marines, which is a shame. So after a hail of bullets from the aggressors, it only took off 1 wound because of the disgustingly resilient and his,
Made 9 saves.
his natural
to recover.
toughness. Yeah. So my last fusel is going to shoot at the Hellbrute. So he's a 3 to hit. Hits. Strength is last fusel.
He's at 8, so you're looking for 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Wounds.
AP is -3, so I get a 6+ save. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Tanked.
So I shot my intercessors here with their autobot rifles stupidly at the Dreadnought because I thought they'd do more damage than they did. Nothing happened. They're rubbish. So off camera we did the Impulsor shooting its small arms fire, such as it was, and took out 1 Plague Marine, which I'm quite happy with. In an act of awesome courage and tactical genius stroke stupidity, I'm going to charge my repulsor at both of these tanks in an effort to try and tie them up next turn.
Okay.
Please fire your most disgusting Overwatch you can possibly fire.
So now with the Plague Spitters, and because of the wounds is lower on that one, it has a different strength to the weapon, so we'll do this one first. 2d6 auto hits for 9. In his lowest profile, he is at strength 5, so wounding on 5s. So that is re-rolling all wounds because of the Arch Contaminator.
Oh mate, rank.
So that's only 1 so far.
Oh!
There's a few. There's another 4. So they are at AP -1.
So I lost another wound.
Yep, so he's down to 8. And now the next one, he's at full strength. So 2d6 auto hits. 4, 12.
Jeez.
Now we're talking. 3, 4, 5,
This
6,
is gonna be a stupid move on my part.
He's at full strength, which is strength 7, but that's toughness 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's still 5, makes no difference. Looking for 5s, you're rolling because of Arch Contaminator. There's another 1. So 5, 6 at AP -1, so 4 ups. I failed 3, so he's down to 5 wounds.
Okay.
It's probably wounds well spent.
Yeah.
Because it totally ties me
It
up.
ties you up for a round of shooting next turn. Large distance. Plenty. So he's gonna go like that. And block them. I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to charge, multi-charge both the Plague Marines and the Hellbrute with my Impulsor. So the Overwatch has gone well. The Twin Lascannon got a shot through and wounded. I'm looking for a 4+. Oh, it's a 3. Do I keep it alive with a command point? I've got them.
You've got 2 left.
I'm going to have to try. Oh no! Loud!
So to kill it, this is a D6 weapon damage on 2. Anything but a 1.
Oh no. That was, it was a gamble. It was a gamble. Does it explode? Is it a D6 explodes on, I think, for the Impulsor? Let's find out in a minute anyway. It doesn't explode, so that is removed from play. So cheeky D6 attacks with the Repulsor against the injured Nurgle tank there. So D6 for 2. Hitting on
6s.
6 is no good. Nothing.
I get to attack back.
Yeah, you attack me back. Go on. Do your worst. Attacking back.
Okay, the wounded one. Hitting on 6s. Flat 3 attacks. Gets 1 in. He's damaged. His strength is only 5. So wounding on 5s. Doesn't happen.
No. And the other one?
The next one needs 6s again. Gets another one. He's at full whack, strength 7, but still needs a 5 because of the toughness. Nothing.
Okay, so he's survived and done his job. The Impulsor didn't. So that'll be the end of my turn. Any morale to take? Don't think there is there?
So I've got a point for holding objective 5 and 1 for holding objective 6. I'm just on the edge of 3 inches.
With a toe.
Yeah, so that puts me up to 4 points. So
5 points to 4.
yeah, at the start of turn 3. So it's kind of make it or break it time now. I've pressed the Hellbrute up. He's got a tasty target there of a Redemptor. So I'm going to leave him to last to decide what to do with him. But he's sitting too happily on that objective. So maybe
as you get unscathed.
Sweat over. Yeah, he is. These guys have moved around. So they're now only, I think it's a 3-inch charge to the top, isn't it? So they're a 4-inch charge away. My 2 Plague Burst Crawlers have just moved away from the Repulsor, so I can target that now if I get the chance. Also, they can't do anything now because they've fallen back.
Tactical play from myself, if I don't mind myself saying so about myself.
Yeah. If only all tanks could move sideways across the board.
Power slide.
So Chaos Lord has moved over. So now his rerolls and Arch Contaminator buff includes all of this lot. So including the Foul Blightspawn, he stayed where he is. And these guys move around. So Typhus, the Malignant Plaguecaster and the Foul Blightspawn are getting ever closer. Slow movement across the board.
Getting towards my Hellblasters, which what we're going to do now is we did have a look back through the turns and I did roll a 2 using the Auspex scan, which would mean another mortal wound taken, so he would die. So apologies, but we've made amends, have we not?
We live and learn.
We live and learn.
So the Malignant Plaguecaster started with Miasma of Pestilence on Typhus and failed.
Failed.
Rubbish.
Thanks for coming.
Rubbish. But then he tried Smite, which went off on the Lieutenant.
Yeah.
And with his special rule of the 7 inches, I only rolled 1 for the mortal wound for Smite. So thankfully his special rule where if you pass the psychic power of more than 7, it causes a mortal wound to anything within 7 inches. So that
everyone knows that Papa Nurgle loves 7 inches. It has killed my primary sergeant with a Thunderhammer, so thank you very much for coming.
Yeah. So then I tried Putrescent Vitality with Typhus on himself and failed.
Get off.
However, Smite went off from Typhus and took out a Hellblaster.
Which is this guy here. Thanks, but no thanks. See you later.
I've got a bolt gun there and a blight launcher, and I'm going to put both of them into the remaining eliminator with the less tail on. Easy for me to say before you get in there. So I'll go to the blight launcher first. It's 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Both hit.
Oh, here we go.
It's a strength 6 weapon, so wounding on 3s. It's a plague weapon, so re-rolling 1s. So that is AP -2, which you've got a 2 up extra save, so you're just back to your straight armor of 3+.
Oh no!
Failed. and it does D3 D3 wounds for 4.
So he's gone, yeah?
Yep, he's gone.
The last one goes super slow motion, spinning through the air.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Right, so next up I'm going to use the Foul Blight Spawn in the cover with his hose, the aggressors. And he's got a longer hose than that one, which doesn't make him feel anxious.
Doesn't mean anything.
He's not bothered.
Doesn't mean
He's
anything.
Not bothered.
It's the way you use the hose.
Yeah, exactly. It's where you point it.
Said no one.
And he's pointing it right at these dudes. So first off, we roll for the strength of the weapon. So it's 9.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then we get D6 auto hits.
Uh-oh. What is it?
It's a 4. So 4 auto
4
hits.
strength 9 auto hits.
Strength 9, so it's wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
Re-rolling all wounds because of arch contamination.
Yeah, some tactical placement there, Dave.
I'm trying. So there's a re-roll. Failed. So that's 3 at AP minus 3. And each one is 3 damage. So each fail, what do you need? A 6 up?
6 up.
Each fails are dead. Oh, you got 1.
So it's 2.
2 dead aggressors.
Ah, man. They are the bane of aggressors, are they not?
So next up is this squad in the cover. I've got 2 plasma guns and I'm going to put them on the repulsor. And the rest of them have all got bolters and they're going to go at the aggressors. So they're within the 18 inches, so that's 2 shots for each plasma gun.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm going to supercharge them.
Yes!
Go hard or go home.
Go on, Dave. You fancy it. I can feel it in my waters.
Reroll 1s because of the Chaos Lord. So looking for 3. Roll that 1. So that's a miss, but that's 3 hits. 4s, no re-rolls here.
Right.
Oh, that's 2 5s and a 4.
Oh, I
They're
can
2
feel
damage apart.
bad news. Now my repulsor is on 5 wounds.
It's AP minus 3 weapon.
Looking for 6s.
Yeah.
Watch this.
You get 1.
I've got 1, so 2 have gone through at 2 damage apiece.
Yes, so he's down to 1 wound.
1 wound. Repulsive.
Okay, the rest of the bolters now. So there's 5 of them. They've got double shots because they stood still against your aggressors. So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. There's 1 in there.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 2 misses. Now they're toughness 5.
There's one other one under the tank. What's that? It's a cheeky 6.
Okay, so that's 8 hits on the aggressors, wounding on 5s because they're toughness 5, strength 4 weapon. Well, there's 2 in there. No re-rolls for me, Bill, so that's your 3+ save, I believe.
Safe as houses. You can't even roll better than that. It's impossible.
Okay, next up is the Chaos Lord. So he's got a combi bolter. He's within the 18 inches for an absorbable advance. Advance. So he is 2s to hit. Re-rolling 1s.
There's a 1 there.
Yep, so all hit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no!
Earthquake.
Nurgle's making the planet
Yeah.
soft.
You're also revealing trade secrets that I haven't glued that base together. Sorry.
Okay, so wounding the aggressors now on 5s again. That's 2 wounds there.
Any re-rolls for the one?
No, it's just a standard combi bolter.
Okay, so it's 2 more normal saves for me.
Yep. 2 4s.
Save. Just get rid of that tree, Dave. It's doing that.
Ah! Right, I'm going to have to use my other anti-aggressor gun because I think I need to wipe them off now. So I was hoping if I cleared those, then I could use it on the Redemptor to try and take him down a notch.
Okay,
But I'm going to go for these guys. So, Foul Blight Spawn now. 2 rolling for the strength, 2d6 for 6. So it just makes it 3+.
Yeah, that's handy.
A d6 auto hits for 4.
Not too bad either.
No, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the plague weapon. Oh man, 3 2s, that's not good. Oops.
So I just smash everything up.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, it's so good. So that's 1 wound, Billy. 6+ you need to save. No, so that's another dead aggressor.
Oh man. The Plaguecaster's shot his bolt pistol at the Hellblasters, but to no effect.
Right, okay, so the last to go now, the Hellbrood. So, given that I haven't managed to clear you off the middle objective with the aggressors, I am going to declare the las cannon on the aggressors and the combi bolter on the repulsor.
Looking for a lucky shot.
Looking for a real lucky shot, yeah.
Let's see if it goes off.
So it's double shots on the combi bolter for the Hellbrute. So he's shooting, looking for hit on 3s. Haha, 2 hits. So now wounding on 5. Is it toughness 8?
Toughness 8, yeah.
So 6s. So this would be really lucky. Oh,
no, not today.
No, not today. And now the twin link las cannon on the aggressors there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for 3s to hit.
Oh,
Both
2
hit.
solid hits.
So now 3s to wound, isn't it? Because it's toughness 5, strength 9.
That's
so
right.
looking for 3s. Ah, oh, that's a killer. So it's an AP -3, so it's your 6+ save. For a 2, and then D6 damage on the las
Come on,
cannon.
looking for 1 or a 2.
Oh, it's a 5, so that's another one.
Oh, wow.
That's very nice.
It's pretty tasty, isn't it?
He's dead.
He did. Okay, into the fight phase. The Death Guard Plague Marines are charging the Intercessors and the Lieutenant on top of the objective. So some hot Overwatch action coming from the auto bolt rifles. 6s. We've got 2. That'll do me.
Wounding on 5s.
Nah.
You roll one of those because you've got Lieutenant there.
Oh yeah, just 1.
Yep.
No.
And now the Lieutenant's pistol.
1 shot.
Okay, rolling for the charge range, so they need a 4 to get up. And it's nice, so they're in there, so...
Here we go. Right, next up, this the Hellbrute is going to declare a charge against the Dreadnought.
Yeah, come
You
on.
fancy it, don't you? So some Overwatch coming. Plasma Incinerator, this many shots. 3. 6s. Survives. What have I got in the chest? Storm bolters, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many shots do I get with that?
4 each. I think you've got 2 storm bolts, so it's 8 shots. It was 6s. Got 1 in there.
This is it.
Looking for a 5.
Negative.
Negative.
Lastly, the Flamer, D6 auto shots.
Yep.
4.
Looking for 5s to wound. Well, you got 1 in there. It's AP -1, I believe. But you're in the Doctrine, aren't you? It's an assault weapon.
Yes,
So
so
it's AP
AP2.
-2. So looking for a 5+.
No.
So he takes 2 wounds
Oh, down to 2.
in the process.
Now you're nervous.
Yeah, I am.
What are you looking for the charge?
Looking for a 6. And makes it. Let's see if we can put a dent in that repulsor.
Yeah.
It's Typhus.
Typhus is going to go at my lonely aggressor. So 6 Overwatch shots. Looking for some cheeky 6s, of which there is 1
Yep.
to wounds. AP, what is it? AP -1.
-1
yeah.
now, so looking for a 3+. No! It's down to 3.
That softened him up a little bit.
An 8-inch charge, yeah, so come on, Typhus. Get your arsey gear, boy.
It's a
No!
fail.
Proper fail. He is not there today. Foul Blight Spawn now. So
He
it's-
fancies it as well, does he?
Yeah, that was 3, 4, and then a 5. So this is a 9-inch charge for him.
9-inch charge. Here comes some hot Overwatch again, looking for 6s. We've got another 1.
Looking for 5s.
Wounds again.
So because he's
Minus
in cover,
1.
he gets to add 1 to his
Yeah.
save. So looking for a 3+. No!
Oh, it's
Overwatch is going badly.
bang, 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 bang.
He's down to 2. Right, come
He's
on.
opening up.
Where's my reward, Papa Nurgle? I'll need a 9. 4, 5, 6, 7. No,
It's failed. Who else fancies it? I'll shoot everyone.
I'm going to have to go with this guy. He's on 1 wound. It's a real risk. He's an 8-inch charge.
Here comes some more Overwatch. Here comes some more 6s. Yeah, I got 1.
Looking for a 5.
Oh,
So-
his run of luck ends,
No!
as does yours, with a chaotic Snake Eyes.
I so needed to get that guy.
We did just make the disgustingly resilient saves for these boys, but they failed. So the wounds are as they were described. Desperate Dave is getting desperate, so Malignant Plaguecaster.
He's clearly running.
He knows running.
He can make this.
For a slimy fat boy. Again, Overwatch shots.
Oh.
We've got another one. Does it wound? It wounds!
Okay, looking for a 4+. No. Oh, what's going on?
Disgustingly resilient.
Yeah, for a 5 or 6. No.
The Overwatch has been sickening.
So I need a 10 for this charge. Come on. 8.
You've been cursed, mate. We've got to fire the bloody grenade launcher, didn't we? So, an Overwatch against him first. 4 shots, looking for 6s.
Ah!
Hello. Same again.
Fails.
No, negative. For Typhus.
2 shots.
2 shots, looking for 6s.
Oh.
It's a wound. Is that a wound?
Yes.
Strength. Hang on, I'm strength 4.
Yeah, that will be a wound. So you're looking
You're
at...
toughness 5, aren't you? So it's 5. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we know the rules.
Yeah.
So he's a 2+ save, so looking for a 3. Yep, he's all right.
Okay, and...
Oh, I made a save.
I made a save. Well done. First time for Dave. The Malignant Plaguecaster. 5.
Oh.
Let's see some hot 6s. No.
And then the Fell Blight's
And
He's
lastly-
only on 1 wound. Oh.
1.
Whew.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Right, so we're at the end of the charge phase, and Helbert took some wounds, so now rolling for his crazed. So on a 6, he gets to attack for 3. Ah, I so needed that.
Never mind. So as my Dreadnought's been selected to be attacked, I'm going to use my last command point to play... Oh, what's it called? Duty Eternal, which will... when resolving an attack made against that model, half the damage, which we're assuming to mean 1 dice.
Yep.
Yeah. First of the mighty combats is the 2 lumps who are going to punch 7 shades of Nurgle filth out of each other. We hope.
It's a bit of claret, honestly, a bit of claret. Right, okay, so he's got 4 attacks based, the Hellbrute. So with Hateful Assault, it goes up to 5.
Uh-oh.
So 5 attacks hitting on 3s with his Hellbrute Fist. All hits,
Wow.
looking at 3s. Oh, there's a 2 in there. And a 1. So that's 3 wounds caused, AP -3. So you can 6 ups, and each one is 3 damage. So that's 9 wounds on them.
So after all the dice are rolled, I've lost 8 wounds instead of 9. Still a bad round for me.
Okay, so next up will be the Plague Marines. I'm going to start with the Flail of Corruption. So he's got 1 attack base, +1 for Hateful Assault, and he gets D3 attacks.
This is against the Intercessors, yeah?
This is the Intercessors, yeah, not the Lieutenant. Look at that. Doesn't that look lovely?
So narrative.
Oh, it's lovely. That's why we do it. Ah, 2. So 2 attacks. So it was D3 each for the flail. So hitting on 3s. Come on. Oh.
All you've done is sigh.
I know. Wounding on 3s. Whee. So the flail is AP -2. So 5 up save.
Save!
Oh, I don't believe it.
Mighty. Who's next?
So next up will be the guy with the axe and the mace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mason.
So, that's right. So he's got 2 attacks because he's got 2 weapons, +1 for Hateful Assault. I just need to decide if I'm going to go with the axe or the mace. Right, so I'm going to attack with the axe because my rolling has been so good. And I don't want to suffer the -1 with the mace. So looking to hit on 3s. Of course, 2 1s. Can I go home now?
Yeah, go on.
Is it time to concede?
Clear off.
So 3s to wound.
Man.
Right, guys with the Plague Knives. They've got 1 attack each. That's these 2 here.
Yeah.
And they've got an extra attack each for Hateful Assault. So hitting on 3s.
Better.
Yeah. So wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the Plague weapon. So that's 2 wounds at AP 0. So 3+ save. Can I kill a Marine? Oh, but I can wound 1.
And of course, a couple of 6s were rolled, so remember.
Death to the Force!
Death?
Emperor.
Hang on. Death to the false emperor. Remember it. Bunch of 5s.
Because we can't. So 2 extra attacks with the Plague Knives hitting on 3s. That's 1. Would be wounding on 4s. Hooray. 1 more save. AP 0. Looking for 3 up. Hey, it's all worth it.
So it was just 1 guy wounded in the end.
Yeah, 1 guy took 1 wound.
Time for some hot fisting action.
Yeah, power fist time with the champion. So he's 2 attacks base with 1 for hateful assault. Hitting on 3s, -1 for the fist. So looking for 4s. Come on. Oh,
Oh, mate.
Right, so he's strength times 2, strength 8. So wounding on 2s. Can I roll a 1?
Yes, you can roll a 1. Oh,
It's a 4. So that is an AP -3. So looking for a 6+. Nope,
No.
it's a 4. So D3 damage. For 1.
I remember when Power Fist used to be able to punch a tank dead in 1 go. But as my lieutenant suffers 1 wound. Okay, attacking back. 5 Redemptive Fist punches to the mouth, hitting on 4s. I've got 3. Strength 14.
Toughness 7, so wounding on 2s.
All wound.
Of course they do.
And it is -3 AP.
So looking for a 6-up save. Goodbye, Hellbrood. Oh, there's 2 in there.
No way!
1 gets through.
D6 damage for 6. So you've got 6. Oh no, do you get disgustingly resilient with the dread?
No, I don't. Not with a Hellbrood.
So even surviving 2 of the punches, I've just pulled your face, your mouldy, dirty, skinless face, clean off your stupid body.
So on a 6. Come on, if I could get a 6 here, this would be great. 2 6s in a row, that's what I
It'll be
need.
the most damage you've done to the dread.
Can I get over a 3?
Get off the board, please.
I'll be here all week.
So the return of combat over here. The sergeant is going to wave around his giant hammer, all against the Plague Marines, hitting on 4s. Only the 1 in around.
Yeah, so I need a 6. I need 3 5s or 6s. 2 1s and a 2. The style continues.
All right. Continuing the attacks with the rest of the boys with their shock assault, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s though because you're dirty boys. Yeah, normal saves. And I'm fighting with knives and elbows.
So looking for 3+. Oh man.
2 disgusting resilience.
Made 1.
So another 1 dies. The mighty lieutenant with his iron blade, glowing blue, with 5 attacks at the Plague Marines, hitting on 2s. All hit 5s.
Oh, you would. You're rolling pretty
I'm
well.
rolling good, so it's 2 have gone through. -3 AP.
So 6s. Ugh. No.
And then 2, it's 1 damage, so it's 2 disgustingly resilience.
Can I keep 2 Marines alive? I keep 1 alive, so I leave the flail. Yeah, so I lost 3 guys, so on a 6, 1 runs away. And then, oh my gosh.
There's that elusive 6 you've been looking for all game. There it is. Get off. And over here is my aggressor. So
Go on, Billy, roll a 6 and then roll another one.
rolling a 6. No, he's absolutely solid as a rock. I'm holding 1 there. I'm holding 1 there. I'm holding 1 there. And I'm holding 1 there. That puts me up to 9 points to 4. Start over here. The Dreadnought has got into line of sight over here. The intercessors have fallen out of combat, leaving their lieutenant to decapitate the Death Guard Plague Marine.
No.
The pulse has stayed where it is because if it does detonate, it might take some stuff with it. Over here, the Hellblasters did move, but I'm looking to charge them in a minute if they survive their horrendous Overwatch. Dreadnoughts stomped forwards, might be able to shoot the guy in the lab coat over there, Rick and Morty. Captain's moved up, so he's still giving his buffing aura to as many people as he can. He's still looking out for birds and seagulls and whatever else he fancies spotting.
I think he's bored.
The intercessors have moved up onto the objective, so they can start shooting their guns again. And my objective number 2 is still held by my trusted lieutenant who's doing all the comms at the back. First thing to shoot is the Dreadnought over at the Plague Burst Crawler over there. So I'm going to be shooting my Plasma Incinerator first for 4 shots. Hitting on 4s because I've raspberried. So strength 8, toughness 8.
Force to wound.
That's 2. I've gone through at -4.
Oh no, I get a demonic save, 5+ invuln.
Oh, nice.
So that saves 1, and then disgustingly resilient. Nope, so 1 damage.
1 damage. Stormbolter's next, into the same vehicle. Hitting on 4s, 6 to wound, nothing, and nothing else is in range. Okay, so they've fallen out of combat. They've got their
Ultramarines rule,
which means they can still shoot at -1 against these guys over here.
Yeah, 24 inches.
It's 24-inch range, the assault bolter. Here we go, looking for 4s.
4 5s to wound for a 3+. 6 saved.
Ah, disgusting. Next up to fire, these 2 last remaining Hellblasters are going to shoot at the Plague Burst Crawler on 1 wound. Hopefully try and free up some shooting against the Warlord. Sorry, I'm going to do it. I'm overcharging.
Okay.
Yeah. Live fast, die young. Oh no! So one's dead and 1 missed.
No!
Should have worn his helmet.
Should have worn your helmet.
Okay, second attempt. I'm going to shoot the twin las cannons from my repulsor at that one. And I'm going to shoot everything else. Has to be at that one, isn't it? Next nearest target.
Yeah. Yep.
Las cannons coming in. Raspberry mode, looking for 5s, I believe. 5s to hit. No, not a sausage.
Now everything else.
So the Onslaught Gatling Cannon is shooting at that one. 5s to hit.
Well, there's a few.
5s to wound. Only 1.
It's AP -1, so looking for a 4+.
Oh, I should have just fired everything at the damn first one.
So,
Oh, grenade launchers, 3d6 shots.
Yes, I'm making saves.
Scumbag. Okay, the Lonely Aggressor is going to put all his rounds into the Plague Burst Crawler, which is what I should have done with the Repulsor, really.
This one and 1 wound.
Yeah, the wounded one. He rolled a 2 for his grenade launcher, so I've got 14 dice, and he's obviously Ultramarines, so he's going to do some Dakar. 6s to wound. Come on. 2.
Could it be enough? What's the AP on that now? -1, isn't it?
Yeah, we're still in tactical.
So I'm looking for 4s.
Oh, yeah, I've done it.
Disgustingly resilient. 5s and 6s. Oh, I got 1. It's not enough. Explodes on a 5. No, it's a 2.
Yeah.
It's undramatic, but it blows up.
Walk away. Next up to shoot is the Redemptor Dreadnought with its Gatling Cannon over at the Poxwalkers over there. And the other weapons are going to be the Flamer and the rockets into that dude there.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, so at the Gatling Cannon first, hitting on 3s. Rerolling all misses. So my Chapter Master is nearby. So that is 11 hit. Wounding on 3, is that right?
Yep. Okay, so they're a 7+ save. They're in cover, which gives them a 6+, but with -1 AP on the weapon, I don't get a save. But I do get disgustingly resilient, and I need 4 of these to be a 5 or a 6 to leave 1 alive. Oh, it's not bad. Ah, yes, there's 4.
Oh,
I've got
yes.
1 in my hand. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead out of 6. So there's 1 left.
Oh no.
Because they're mindless, they don't have any morale.
No. Okay, now it's going to be the Fragstorm grenade launchers at him. 2d6 shots of 10. Okay, he's hitting on 3. Re-rolling any misses. Nice. 5s.
Looking for 4+ saves. And makes it.
Oh, no way.
Tanked.
Okay, last is going to be
Literally.
the Flamer. For 2.
Wounding on 4s.
No, yeah, wounding on 4s. 1's gone through. He is on 1 wound.
-1, so he's looking for a 4.
Yeah.
Ah, for how disgustingly resilient. Come on.
Oh, awesome. Get off. He is roasted and sent to hell. Okay, the chapter master with his stalker bolt rifle is going to shoot at the last remaining poxwalker on the objective to try and deny the point. So he has moved, so he's hitting on 3s. Needs a solid hit, wounding on 3s.
No.
Oh, no way. Right, my last squad of intercessors is going to shoot at the plague caster there. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling any misses. Nine hits. Wounding on 5s. Re-rolling any 1s because of my lieutenant.
3+ save. Fails 1, disgustingly resilient. Finally.
Oh my god. Resilient. Is a repulsor on 1 wound is going to try and detonate by charging into certain death. In an act of noble sacrifice.
Okay, so plague spitters, 2d6 auto hits, d6 for each. That's 8 5s. Rerolling everything because of the Arch Contaminator. There's 2 there. Look at that.
You got all those rerolls coming in hot.
That's another 2. So that's 4 wounds, 4 up save. If you fail any, it goes.
Yeah, failed it. Come on, a big 6, make it count.
Oh!
Yeah!
Where are those 6s when I need them?
So, D6 mortal wounds being taken on these 2, one of which is the Warlord. I'm going to roll firstly for the Warlord because I want to hurt him.
Okay, he's a 5.
Looking for a 6. Nah, 4.
Oh, save 2. So he's down.
Scandalous.
Yeah, he's down to 3.
Now on the Plague Burst Crawler, D6 mortal wounds for 5.
Disgustingly resilient. Saves 1. So he's down from 11 to 7.
Okay, the last brave suicidal Hellblaster is going to follow his comrades into hell and multi-charge these 2.
Okay, it's within 6 inches of Typhus's Destroyer Hive. So let's see how this works out. It's 2d6 shots for 8. Always hits on a 5 for some reason.
Random.
Even during Overwatch. So looking for 5s and 6s. Ha ha!
That's good.
4s to wound. So that's 2 wounds. AP -3, so you need 2 6s, Billy. Oh, you made 1. Look at that. so he's alive with 1 wound.
Yeah.
I'll also get a. He's got a bolt pistol as well.
Yeah, see if we can finish him off.
For a 6, no.
For a 5. Makes it.
Why
Go on,
did I
son.
roll that earlier?
Go on, son. Get in there. Okay, so the Dreadnought now should be free to charge in. Looking at a strong move there. Boom. Fisting time. Okay, going in first with a Redemptive Fist. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. Typhus. All the attacks going in on Typhus. Oh, only 2 got through.
Yep.
D6. Oh, you got minus whatever.
Yes, his Cataphractii armour is a 4+ invulnerable. Come on, Typhus, 4+. Yeah!
Oh, horrendous!
Tanked.
The Hellblaster has just recognised that he's got his enemy's got Cataphractii armour on, so he's going to put them on the Malignant Plague Caster. So hitting on 3s. What's that? Only the 1. Wounding on 5s. It's a 4. It's no good. So locked in combat, I've got 4 attacks hitting on 2s with the Lieutenant. Another 1, hang on. 5s to wound.
So 6 up armour save, makes 1. 5 up disgustingly resilient. Ah, that's a shame. Cheerio.
Decapitation. Okay, some attacks back coming now from. You do Typhus first?
No, I'll do the Plague Caster first.
Plague Caster coming in hot.
Hellblaster. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. His corrupted staff adds 2 to his strength. He goes donk.
Donk.
And so makes him strength 6. So wounding on 3s. So that's 2 wounds. I don't think it's a plague weapon. It's 1, so 4 up save.
No,
And he was on 1 wound anyway.
So he's brown bread. Unit kill. Typhus fancies himself cutting some young blood in half.
Come on, Typhus. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Mastercrafted Man Reaper is +3, so makes him strength 7.
Man Reaper.
Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. For Plague Weapon. No, so that's 2 wounds there, Billy. AP -3, so 6 up saves. You always make 1. Oh my lord.
Look at that.
Have you ever known this? Have you ever known yourself to roll so many 6s?
Look at it.
It would be against me.
Look at it. Look at it alive.
So I've scored another 2 points.
For number 6 and number 5.
So I'm slowly creeping up, like the Death Guard. Hey, who knew? So now I'm on 6 points against 9.
Awesome.
See what goes on. So at the start of my turn, Typhus is Nurgle's gift ability. Means you get a mortal wound on you for every unit of yours that is near one of mine that's within 7 inches of Typhus, or within 1 inch.
I did not know that.
It's a 4+ for Typhus and a 4+ from the Malignant Plaguecaster. Each one is a mortal wound. So that's 1 and nothing. So 1 mortal wound on the Dreadnought.
Down to 12.
So I've moved 1 model,
which is
this guy.
This guy.
So he is on the edge of the buffs to the Chaos Lord for Arch Contaminator, and he's on the edge of the objective.
Yeah, wisdom.
So far, the Malignant Plaguecaster's cast Miasma of Pestilence on Typhus, which is a -1 to hit. I rolled a 7, so that does
unbelievable.
An additional mortal wound to the Dreadnought.
So I'm now down to 11.
11, yep. And I'll go straight into doing a smite. So looking for a 5. Goes off with a 7 again, so that's another mortal wound.
Oh god.
Down to 10, and further 3. So they're down to 7.
Wow, that was strong.
Okay, so now Typhus, I'm going to cast Blades of Putrefaction on a 5+. Goes off with a 9. So that is adding 1 to, he's cast that on himself, adding 1 to all his wound rolls. So for Typhus's second power, I'm going to cast Putrescent Vitality, which increases his strength and toughness by 1. This is a warp charge of 6. So it goes off with an 8. So he is buffed.
He's so buff right now. Destroyer Hive was fired by Typhus to no effect.
Yep.
We're moving on over to this side.
Yeah. This guy, he's going to melt that aggressor.
I can feel.
Come on. So strength of the weapon, 2d6. 12.
Oh my god.
D6 auto hits for 4. So it's strength 12. It's wounding on definitely 2s, rerolling 1s. That's an AP -3 really, and they're 3 wounds a pop.
Oh my god.
So unless you roll 4 6s, which you may have done
today, no, he's
no such luck.
He's long gone. Destructive.
What I'm going to do is the Plague Spitters are going to go into this squad here. We've got Hail Volley Gun into that squad there, and the Mortar is going to go into this Dreadnought.
Because I stupidly got greedy and poked him out. If he just stayed behind the barricade.
Well, that doesn't need line of sight, the Mortar.
Ignore my last.
But that's why I didn't move it in the movement phase.
Yeah.
So it didn't lose the 1 to hit.
Wisdom.
So I'll start with the Plague Spitters first on these Marines. So 2d6 auto hits for a double 1.
Oh, mate.
Strength 7, so looking for 3s. Rerolling the 1 for Arch Contaminator. Double 1. So that's 1 save. You're looking at a 2+ because they're in cover.
Ah!
Hey, that drops 1. Bye.
He's gone.
Okay, so next up, the Rockhail Volley Gun at the Intercessors. 3 shots hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s. Now for the Mortar. So D6 shots for 2.
I got away with that a little bit.
Hits on 4s, rerolling 1s. Always a 1. So that's 1 hit. So this is a strength 8 weapon.
Toughness 7, so 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Rerolling because of the Arch Contaminator.
That's lucky.
Yep, so you have a save to make of 5+.
Negative.
Negative, and does D3 wounds for 3.
Oh wow, so that puts me down to 2.
Okay, so next up to fire I'm going with the Plague Marines. Got the 2 plasma guns. I'm supercharging again. These are against the intercessors. I'm supercharging, why not? Hitting on 3s. So that's 3 hits, don't get to re-roll that. So it's a strength 8, so wounding on 2s. So that's 3 wounds. AP -3, you gain 1 for cover, so it takes you to a 5+ save. 2 damage each. So that's 2 dead intercessors. So finally, the rest of the bolt guns on these Plague Marines is now wasted, but the Chaos Lord can declare at the Lieutenant with his combi bolter. So it's 4 shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's not good. 1 save of 2+.
Yes! We did forget a Death to the False Emperor roll to hit of 6. So we're going to do a pre-buffed attack from Typhus on the Dreadnought.
Because we're trying to be fair and we're trying to learn.
Yes.
But it missed, look at that.
Well, justice is served.
Justice is served, right.
So now some buffed attacks.
Yeah, so hitting on 2s. No Death to the False Emperor.
No Death to the False Emperor this time.
Right, so his strength is 4. With his Mastercrafted Man Reaper, it's up by 3 to strength 7. But he's now buffed with Putrescent Vitality, which makes it +1 strength to 8. Which would be a 3 to wound the Redemptor. And now with Blades of Putrefaction, it becomes a 2. So it's a 2s to wound, and it's a plague weapon. So I'm re-rolling 1s. And any 6s do additional mortal wounds. So let's see plenty of 6s.
I don't see how I can lose this. Oh, hang on.
So that's 4 standard hits. Wounds rather, so that's AP -3, so you go for 6s.
Not a sausage.
And that is flat 3 damage each.
Well, that's not a quick
12
maths.
wounds.
I think I'm gone. Do I explode?
Please don't explode. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yes!
What is it with you Void Stalkers?
Okay, rolling for Typhus first. Looking for D6 mortal wounds. He's dead! Oh, you got your...
Disgustingly resilient.
Yeah.
Oh, Mole. It's not fair. Oh, I've made 3!
Oh, no way.
That means he's alive on 1 wound.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay, and it's D6 mortal wounds on the other fella.
I don't care about the other guy.
For another 5.
No, he's gone. Long gone.
Scandal. How tough is Typhus though? He's looking very pleased with himself. Look what I killed the Dreadnought with. The scores are an extra 1, 2, 3, putting me up to 12, with a Death Guard on 6. Lieutenant's moved slightly back. He was trying to hide behind the bush, but it didn't really work out. The Dreadnought has fallen back into a bit of cover over here, so he can still get his shots off against the Plague Burst Crawler, but he's tucked away from the danger of the plasma gunners over there. And over on this side, Johnny Warlord, Captain Erin Caladan himself, risking giving up the Warlord point, but he's going to go and try and cut Typhus's head
narrative.
His narrative, exactly. This guy's just legged it for legging its sake. These guys have come off of their cover to try and get the angle on the last play. What are they called? Poxwalkers.
Poxwalker, yeah.
Who is scoring a point over there. I'm going to try and kill 1 Poxwalker with 3 intercessors. Rerolling because of the captain. Chapter master, I should say. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s, presumably. 2 have gone through.
So straight through to disgustingly resilient. I need this to come off to secure this point. No.
No.
It was never going to happen.
So
well done, you finally killed the 10th Poxwalker.
Yeah. So with the Dreadnought, I'm going to be shooting the Plague Burst Crawler, so...
He's not 2, so what do you need to hit? 4s, 5s now?
Yeah, something like that. It's insignificant fire. Anyway, it's 5 shots on 5s. That's 8v4s. 2 wounds.
Through to my demonic save. 5+ Invan.
Yeah! Oh my god! So the bolters in the chest against Playburst Crawler. Yeah, 2 hits.
6s to wound.
1 wound goes through.
So looking for a 4+. And disgustingly resilient. Nope, so down to 6.
The macroplasma incinerator can be snapped off my model imminently. Bird watching man is going to charge at Typhus first to try and see if he can soak up any potential overwatch. Yeah.
7 inches. Failed.
No, my god. Alright, and my captain, who
He's too scared.
He is scared, he's quivering.
He's looking for his things.
He misjudged the distance because he's got them the wrong way around.
He looks around that guy.
So Erin Caladan has drawn his blade.
Now I do get Overwatch. So it's 2d6 shots for 9. Where he's hitting on 5s. So even with Overwatch, Typhus hits on 5+. Wounding on 4s. So it wounds.
AP -3, so looking for a 6+.
Oh!
Nailed it. I'm sure I've got an invulnerable save as a captain. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Looking for a 4-inch charge. He makes it by the slimmest of margins. So here we go. Mortal combat. I have 6 attacks in my hand. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling my own 1s.
Yeah, but 2s miss because of miasma of pestilence.
Indeed. My warlord trait, Paragon of War. Our modified wound rolls of 6 cause mortal wounds, so we're hoping for some 6s. Otherwise, what am I looking for to wound 5s?
Yes. Let me just check that. Oh. What does
Behold, 2 mortal wounds caused. Plus normal damage. Is that right? In addition to any other normal damage. So would the 5 still be damage?
Yeah, so I've got on the 5 up, I've put my 4+ Invan. So let's get that out of the way. So that gets saved. And on the 2 mortal wounds, I get my disgustingly resilient. So I need to pass both.
There'll be wounds as well, wouldn't they? So.
Oh yeah, that's true. So
you get 2 more invulnerable save
4+
rolls,
which
so.
I fail 1. So that goes through to disgustingly resilient as well. So I've got to make 3. No, makes 1. Typhus is defeated.
Decapitated!
I imagine he teleports, or he turns into a blob.
Yeah,
Seeps into the
he
ground.
turns into a hot steaming pile. Excellent work, Erin Caladan, captain of the 2nd. Brave Sir Caladan has used the full 3 inches to move and contest Objective 1, denying the opportunity to score.
Yeah, so, wow, turn 5.
I
It's
know.
been a while since we've been there.
It's been a while, here we are.
Yes.
What are the scores?
Well, you've robbed me of 2 points. I didn't score 1 in the middle because of the courageous, clean-shaven
Erin Caladan.
Evan Candan does a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
He stopped me from claiming that one in the middle, and I didn't get 6 because my dirty poxwalker got shot. So, so what I've done, I've moved up the Plague Burst Crawler. I'm going to try and take this one in the middle.
Yeah.
I've moved up my Foul Blight Spawn to hose the clean and courageous Erin Caladan and make him look like a filthy monstrosity with the Chaos Lord. So my plan for this turn is for these guys to be able to take that lieutenant off the objective.
Indeed.
My mortar to finish that Redemptor, take him off the objective, and then if I can get rid of Caladan, I'm actually holding more objectives than you are. But
Indeed.
I'm not sure there's enough turns left to.
No, so the score at the moment at the top of your turn is what? So I'm on 12.
So I scored 1 point this turn.
So you're on 12 points to 7. It's not lost.
No.
There's still much to play. First up to shoot, the Foul Blight Spawn.
Yeah.
In his hot mess.
With his hot mess. So 2d6 for the strength. Strength 10.
Oh Lord!
It's not
Oh,
looking
Lord.
good. D6 auto hits for 5.
Oh man. It's a
He
bad
has
day at the
turned
office for
his
Caladan.
tank. He's turned it up to maximum rank. So, 5 auto hits. So wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s. There was always 1s. I don't think I've rolled a handful of dice without 1s in it. I've got another one.
Nailed it.
So that is 4 AP -3. So it's 3.
So using my Artificer armour, I have a 5+ invuln save. Which is none of me.
So that's 3 wounds a pop. So I'm not sure he's a 12 wound model.
He might be, but alas he's not. My captain has been hosed down in the cloudy, plague-ridden fat.
And I score a Warlord point.
Ah, what was I thinking? He killed Typhus though.
Yeah. So now the Plague Marines are shooting at the Lieutenant on the other tower. So I'm going to start with the 2 plasma guns. So 2 shots each because they stood still. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, here we go, Dave.
3 hits. So, oh, sorry, they were overcharged.
Yes.
I've overcharged them all game.
You did say that you intended to overcharge them, it's fine.
If they die, there's nothing going to happen to us.
If it dies, it dies.
Yeah, it dies. So, wounding on 2s. So that's 2. AP -3. So I think with your cover, you've got a 5+ save. Failed both, that's 4 damage. And he was down by 1, the Lieutenant.
Yeah, I think he may have 6. He is deceased. He done well. He led his men bravely, but now he's dead.
Yeah. Okay, next up, the Plague Burst Crawler. So the Rock Hell Volley Gun is going to fire at the last Eliminator. And the Plague Burst Mortar is going to go over the wall to the Redemptor. So we'll start with the Rock Hell. It's 3 shots. He's moved, so it's now 5s to hit, re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. So that's 1 hit. It's a strength 6 weapon, so wounding on a 3, which it does. AP is -2, so for a 5.
He is
down a wound.
Yeah. Just the 1?
Just the 1, yeah. And now the mortar, so it's D6 shots. Ah, for 1.
Dude.
So he's hitting on 5s now, re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. No. Whiffed complete.
And with nothing in charge range, that is the end of the turn. So with slaying the Warlord, you are moved up to 8 points. So it's currently 12-8 to the Void Stalkers. I haven't actually moved anything because I want to keep him from being mullered. Although he can obviously indirect fire. I have scored 2 more points at the top of my turn. So I've got 1 point for holding number 2, 1 point for holding number 4. So that puts me on 14-8. Okay, my Eliminator is going to shoot first with his Instigator Bolt Carbine. Looking for a 3 to hit. This is against the guy on the objective there. He does not hit.
What?
And the only other shooting I can do is with these 5 against the same character, the same dude. So, all hit.
Wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Just the 1.
So with the bolt rifle, they're now AP -2.
Yes.
So I'm getting my 5+ save made.
Oh. Of course they've stood still, so they're going to shoot again. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Aim for a 5. Disgustingly resilient. Yes.
Oh, rank.
Disgustingly resilient.
And that's it. That's the entirety of my turn 5.
Yep.
There's nothing else for me to do there. So
Right.
we're going to roll a dice, Dave, to see if the game carries on into turn 6.
Yes, I think we're looking for a 4 or more.
Yeah.
No.
No, the game is over. It is 14 points to 8 for a Void Stalkers victory.
It was close. That was a really interesting game.
Yeah, a much better performance from the Death Guard this time round.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that
We all did.
battle.
We all learned something about ourselves, something about our individual characters, something about who we are. Dave?
And I also learned how long it really takes to play a game at 2,000 points.
Yeah, day 2.
Typhus was awesome. Erin Caladan was awesome.
Yeah, he cut off Typhus' head. Typhus done a lot of damage. Then my man got his face melted. Yeah, he cut a Dreadnought in half, and I cut Typhus in half. So,
Bully, Billy.
Bully.
Great game.
Fantastic. Das ist gut. Thank you very much for watching. Stick around for the next one coming soon.